Good evening, Flosstube. This is Jessica from the Silver State Stitcher. I thought I'd come on real quick and do a quick update. I've been MIA for a little bit because just life gets in the way. And last time I had a chance to do this, I really haven't done any stitching since my last video, so I thought I'd wait and have something more for you to show you. As I think I've mentioned in the past, I'm engaged, and so we are getting married in about 50-something days from now. To say that things are getting more stressful as we approach the wedding is an understatement. There's a lot of stuff that goes into apparently getting married that I didn't know about until now, because I've never been married before. Anyway, weddings always seem like a good idea. If I ever had to do this again, we wouldn't be having a wedding. This is how stressful it is. I've got a little puppy down here who is all amped up. I don't know if your puppies ever do this, but that heavy breathing would be Sebastian because he's been running around like a psycho. We call it puppy zoomies, and he puppy zoomied all over the house, through the backyard, up and down the stairs, and now he's just hot. Huh? Yes, very hot. Okay, so let's show you. I'm trying very hard to be very good, especially with the wedding stuff approaching, not to spend as much money, but let me tell you, it is very hard to resist. A, when you watch Flosstube, and B, when the person who's supposed to be helping you watch your shopping addiction is traveling for business. So really, then it's up to me to decide when I want to go shopping. Also, I was kind of using like a little shopping therapy to reward myself for completing wedding tasks. So anyway, I'll get to those in just a minute. Thought I'd show you the couple of... Here, go find your little ball. Where's your ball? Better go get it. Okay. Sorry about that. I was trying to get him to wander away for a minute. This is the second time I've filmed this because the first time he knocked everything over. Anyway, I finished 3 projects that I think were whips on my first. It's this Lizzie Kate, Talk Less, Say More. This was initially, I think the set is supposed to go in like, I think that's called a bell pull when it's like all in a row. I just didn't have any ideas at the time as to what to do with all that vertical stitching or how to display it. So I decided to separate them and do them individually. This, I would say, took me longer than usual to complete. Mostly because I just kind of got like tired of doing like this fill-in section. And I had a mistake up here. It went on and on. I feel like this one never ended. So I'm glad it's over. Can't wait to fully finish it eventually. Not there yet. This is Jolly, Round and Kind Santa by Lizzie Kate. He's also done. And I'm not going to tell you what I made a mistake on. Well, I will tell you. Okay, so this bottom section of words was supposed to be in green with a little red 2. And we were on a camping trip with Brian's family, and I just got distracted. We were playing some card games, and I couldn't be bothered to go back and fix it. It didn't bother me enough to want to fix it. Long story short, it will stay that way forever, and I won't care. That one went really quickly. This one is the Bent Creek one. I think Priscilla or Chelsea, I can't remember who, finished this for Cash's room, and I just loved it. So I got it. I don't have a baby to put it in their room for. I just really thought it was really pretty. And of course we're a little bit past the 4th of July at this point. Alright. Let's see. So that's there. I'm wrangling a puppy as well, so. Say hello, Sebastian. Say hello. Oh, yes. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is our little man, Sebastian. He's a little annoyed with me because we keep making him wear this harness. He's the only dog on the planet who doesn't know how to walk on a leash or wear a collar, for that matter. Excuse me. So we're currently in puppy training to learn how to basically be a dog or not be a psycho puppy like our current puppy is. He doesn't think he's a puppy is the problem, I really believe. Okay. Alright, last almost finished item, and then I'll get on to haul stuff. Hey, stop it. Alright, so we've got Stars and Stripes. Oops, backwards. Stars and Stripes by Country Cottage Needlework, or Little House Needlework, sorry. You can't be in the video. Okay, you can be in the video, but you can't bite. Little House Needlework, Stars and Stripes. I love it. I think it's super cute. Again, not really the right season for this, but hey, it's not a toy. I basically just have the border to finish and maybe 1 or 2 stitches in the middle. Hey! Crazy story with this. I don't know if you can see, but there's some little puppy bite marks on the side. This little puppy decided one day he was going to try and eat it. This is the first time he's ever tried to eat cross stitch. You can't really tell, or maybe you can, in that top left corner is a couple of like little tiny chew marks, but it'll be hidden when I eventually finish it. It's not like I'm that concerned about it. The part that scared the living bejesus out of me was when I realized I couldn't find the needle and thought that he maybe ingested the needle. He was very upbeat for somebody who may have ingested a needle, but you just never know. So panicked, freaked out, called a fiance. He was on business in another country, so he was a little bit like, what am I supposed to do about it? But luckily, right after I called in a straight up panic, and I'm using like needle minders to like basically like magnet it out of the couch, and it was stuck in the couch, basically it was stuck in a pillow. So yeah, this one's almost done, probably done in the next couple days or so. So that's good. On to haul stuff. Again, I'm trying very hard to be good. And I can't help it. I can't even remember who said this first, but maybe it's probably Priscilla and Chelsea. I'd say they're probably my biggest enablers. Because just about everything they do, I'm like, I could use that. Alright, so they mentioned that Petal Pusher, I'm pretty sure it was them. They mentioned that Petal Pusher, maybe it was actually Basic Stitches with Jamie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure maybe it was them. Anyway, long story short is, or maybe it was, never mind, you'll figure it out. Go watch 1 or 2 of their videos. You'll get sucked in like I did. They were having a giveaway on this 5 little pumpkins. Now, I never win the giveaways, so I knew I was going to end up having to go buy it because I absolutely loved it. And I guess at the time, this Petal Pusher, it's on Etsy. I do probably like 80% of my pattern and needle minder shopping on Etsy. I just love looking at their stuff, and I can so easily end up filling out my cart. Anyway, so I bought this one, 5 little pumpkins, Petal Pusher, super cute. And then, because they had a 20% off sale, and because I'm a sucker for anything that's got seasonal stuff, I ended up buying, not 1, not 2, not 3, but all 4 of the seasons. So there's Spring Beauty, Summer Splendor, Autumn Glory, which is probably one of my favorites. I love those colors. And then Winter Wonderland, which I just thought was so pretty. Long story short is, I didn't need to spend any more money, but ended up doing it anyway. And I don't regret it one bit. Alright, let's see. Then, also inspired by, I think, Priscilla and Chelsea, were showing this as one of their hauls, this Halloween trio by Waxing Moon. I got this at my local needlework shop, which is Stitcher's Paradise here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So went in there to buy some, what I call rewards for myself for being so good and getting some wedding related items crossed off the list. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go buy a couple flosses. I've never bought fancy floss before, and I was like, I could treat myself to that. That's no big deal. How much could I possibly spend? Then I have somehow managed to spend a decent amount. I mean, it wasn't like crazy, but I ended up finding this, and it just jumped into my basket, and I couldn't say no, so I got it. I just love it. I think they're super cute, and I love little houses basically on anything. So definitely be working on that soon. Another thing that just jumped into my thing was, I've never really done Kathy Aberman hands up heart. No, this is a heart and hand. This is a completely different one. Anyway, I haven't done one of these before, and I saw this on, maybe I just saw it in the store, and I was real excited to get it. They also have like other seasons. Again, like I am always so stoked about something that's got a seasonal thing and is small like this, because I just like to do a bunch of seasonal ones and then be able to change it out. Someday I want to grow up and be Priscilla, basically. All right, so and she's got a couple more years of stitching under her belt, so I'm gonna have to work on catching up. So this is the one I'm gonna work on next, hopefully. And then what I went in for initially was just to get thread, and that was I ended up picking this Weeks Dye Works pumpkin, which is kind of a variegated orange. I just figured because I have some like Halloweeny or fall type things that I want to stitch next. Hey. That I want to work on, so that's one. Again, these are my first ever, as Chelsea calls it, fancy flosses that I've ever bought, ever. And then, because Priscilla made me do it, really, should be hashtag, because Priscilla made me do it, I went with this Hickory Sticks Classic Colorworks, because it always looks so good in everything she does, and I could, you know, substitute some colors. I could get crazy and change up the colors. So anyway, got this. Really excited to try using these. I'm pretty dedicated DMC stitcher, so we'll see if it was worth the extra couple bucks it costs to get fancy floss. Then my last purchase was from Thrifty Threads. I think it's NZ for New Zealand, I'm almost positive. Yes, New Zealand. I ordered some needle minders. This was on Etsy. Again, I don't remember how I even got there. I think I was looking for one more needle minder. I've got a bit of a needle minder problem, in that I just keep buying them. Hold on one second. It's going to take me just a second to get organized here. And not to excite the puppy who thinks everything right now is like a game. And I can show you all of the needle minders I ended up getting. So let me remind you, I went on with the intention of buying one. And look where it got me. Hold on one second. We're having technical difficulties. The needle minders have started to rebel and are taking on a life of their own. Tell you one thing, the magnets on these ones, very good. Alright, so we've got this little bunny and carrot, which I think is what drew me in initially, and I just thought they looked so pretty, and you know, Easter's going to come up eventually next year, so why not? And then, I know, we're almost done. This one that says, the future is naps, which is every girl's dream, I believe. 90% of why I'm ready to have kids at this point is so that we can get some nap time in together. Alright, calm down. Because, you know, as grown adults, a nap is just weird. But if you've got a child to nap with, I feel like that's appropriate. Alright, and then this one says Stitch and Witch, which I thought was appropriate for the Halloween stitching I'm going to start doing. I didn't have a Halloween needle minder, so obviously needed that. And then because she must be the nicest person on the planet, and I find that most of the vendors that I've ever bought for are just so sweet and very thankful and appreciative. Ended up purchasing, or she ended up including this cute little cupcake one, which kind of reminds me of strawberry shortcake, which I love. So anyway, yeah, that's our second attempt at a cohesive video for Flosstube. I'm trying to think if there's any other updates. Sebastian actually has gotten better since he started doing puppy training. We have started letting him do, or got him some like puppy puzzles basically, and he'll do anything for a treat, so he loves those. His behavior right now is not exactly reflecting that, but you know, it's a work in progress. Let's say goodbye. Can you say goodbye? Can you say goodbye? Anything? Oh, now you go completely still? Now we're not making any noise? I don't believe it. You're a silly puppy. Alright, well, Sebastian and I are going to go. We're going to clean up. We have family coming to town, and I have to clean up the house. Fiance's out with his brother at dinner, and I always feel weird filming when he's home, because I'm just talking to myself in another room, so I'm trying to wait till he's not in the house. It gets a little I just think it's awkward. Yeah, anyway, this is my 3rd floss tube, and hopefully my 4th will not be, it won't be such a long time before I get to my 4th. Hope everybody's doing well. I can't wait to hear about what you guys are all stitching. Are you a weirdo like me who likes to stitch apparently the season you just missed? Or are you one of those people who's really good and organized and stitches ahead of season, basically? Or are you a seasonal stitcher? That'd be an interesting thing to find out. I didn't know I was a seasonal stitcher, I think, until I started seeing a lot of Priscilla and Chelsea stuff. And I just like the concept of being able to switch out stuff for the different seasons and decorating according to season. So, someday, when we get into our own house, that's the plan. So, just stockpiling stitching until then, really. Alright, well, we are going to head off. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Good night!